I'm Lauren of All Trades, and today I'm boarding the Carnival of Venezia in New York City. Today we are in Weehawken, New Jersey. We are boarding a cruise today, Carnival Venezia's second ever cruise since her rebranding. And so we are parked in Weehawken because we are going to take the Weehawken ferry across the river to where the Manhattan cruise terminals are.
That works too.
A little bit better. Midtown.
Thank you.
Thank you. Still want to go to 5? Or? Seems to be. Okay. They're not working. They're full. All right, we successfully boarded the Venezia. We dropped our bags in our cabin, and now we are heading to our muster station to do our muster drill, and then there will be a safety video or announcement. I think it changed, but this would be my first time post change, so I don't want to promise something that's wrong. Aha! We are here to muster.
Before?
Yes.
Before. All right. Just at the entrance there, the entrance outside, there's a lady with an orange cap.
Thank you. Okay, lady in an orange cap at the entrance to the casino.
I don't want to keep you. I know you know how to run it. Thank you.
Thank
Have
you.
a nice day.
Thanks.
You watch the demo?
Okay, so that was it. If you are new, then they would probably suggest that you watch the life vest demonstration, especially if this is your first Carnival cruise, and they would know that from your key card because it would be blue. We've been on enough cruises that she believes that we know how to put on a life vest. Super easy, barely an inconvenience. We just found the checker for our muster station. She scanned our cards and we got to leave, but that might not be the case for every muster station. I have seen on different ships that different people will run their muster drills differently. So be prepared to watch the life vest demonstration. I can't promise that you won't have to do it unless you are in B4 and you are at least a Platinum Carnival VIFP person. That's it for me and boarding and mustering on the Carnival Venezia.
At this time, I will now be providing you with our mandatory safety briefing. We kindly ask that everyone has a chance to pay attention to the very important information during the safety briefing. During this time, use of mobile cellular devices are not permitted, and all of our guest services are temporarily suspended until the end of our safety briefing. We will now demonstrate the general emergency alarm signal. Now this is going to consist of 7 short blasts followed by 1 very long one over the ship's whistle, and it's going to be supplemented on our PA system. So if you are indeed sensitive to loud sound or noise, I do strongly recommend that you protect your ears as this is about to happen in 3, 2, 1. So once again, the signal that you just heard was indeed our general emergency alarm signal. Now, in the unlikely event of an emergency, the general emergency alarm signal will be sounded. When this alarm signal sounds, you must take the following actions. First, please know that your life jackets are stored in your stateroom. So if you're in your stateroom or in a location that's close by, grab a warm pair of clothes that you can change into. Collect your life jacket as well as travel documents and any sort of essential medications. Make sure that you follow the directions and signs to get to your assigned muster station. Now, for those of you that are still wondering, what is a muster station? Well, a muster station is basically an assembly station for where you would gather in the event of an actual emergency. Now, this can be identified by a green square with a white symbol of a family in the middle of it. Now, if you are in a location that is away from your stateroom, please go directly to your assigned muster station. However, please know that if you're confused or looking for it, your assigned muster station is noted on the bottom left corner of your sailing sign card, which is also your cabin door key. It is also on the back of your stateroom door, so when you're looking for the information as you're in your room, you can follow that information there. We do ask that you please bring your sailing sign card with you for accountability purposes. Now, once you have arrived at your assigned muster station, a crew will provide you with a life jacket if necessary. We ask that you put it on as soon as you get into your assigned muster station. The crew members will help you if necessary. We do ask that you have a chance to remain as calm as possible and follow the instructions of our incredible crew on board. As a big reminder, muster stations are located here on board the Carnival Venezia along deck 3, 4, and 5 throughout the ship. Now, let's say that your muster station is not accessible. You will be guided to an alternative location as directed by the captain. In case of an actual emergency situation, we will keep you informed through our PA system, and this information will come through our incredible crew. During an emergency situation, a low-level lighting system will automatically be activated, guiding you to the nearest exits. Now, when you checked in at your assigned muster stations earlier, you also had a chance to be able to see a proper demonstration of how to don your life jacket. I will now review this information with you. So, just make sure that you have a chance to be able to take that life jacket and place it over your head so that the reflection stripes are facing outwards. Then, you're going to pass the strap around the back and engage the buckle to the front. Just remember, click it or tick it. Adjust to a snug fit by pulling on the free ends of the straps, and then make sure that you secure the strings at the top. Don't forget that each life jacket comes equipped with a whistle, toot toot, and a light, bling bling, to attract for extra attention. Now, for our families that are traveling along with infants weighing less than 33 pounds or 15 kilograms and are requiring additional instructions on how to don an infant life jacket, please make sure that you reach out to the youth team located at Camp Ocean immediately after our safety briefing. That's located on deck 12 at the middle, deck 11 at the middle of the ship. Now, all children that are 12 years of age or younger will be issued a green wristband as they got into their assigned muster stations. This green wristband must be worn at all times throughout the cruise. If your child has not yet obtained this green wristband, extra ones are available at guest services located on deck 3 or at Camp Ocean located on deck 11 midship. Now, let's say that your child is 12 years of age or younger and is participating in a youth activity when an emergency arises. You must first collect yours and your child's life jacket from your stateroom, if it's close by and safe to do so, before you proceed directly to your assigned muster station. The youth staff will then escort the children to their assigned muster stations so they can be reunited with their parents or guardians. This is why it is so important that your child wear that green wristband provided to them at all times throughout the cruise. In the event of an abandoned ship order, any remaining children will be escorted to the lifeboats by the youth staff and will be under constant supervision. Now, for our guests who are requiring special assistance, we do have a special needs team that will help you in the event of an actual emergency. In the unlikely event of an emergency situation and thought that it was deemed necessary to abandon the ship, you will be instructed to do so and assigned to board your survival craft. Guests requiring special assistance and families will have priority in boarding, and members of the same family will board the same survival craft. The abandoned ship order will be given directly through the captain through our PA system. The team members appointed to assist you will be easily identified by wearing safety hats and or vests and will be standing along corridors, stairwells, as well as in the muster stations themselves. Now, at this time, I ask that you please take some additional notes of important instructions. Should you so happen to see anyone go overboard, throw a life buoy or anything else that will float and shout, "Man overboard! Man overboard!" and inform the nearest crew member and or call 911 from any ship's phone. Do your best to maintain that person in sight at all times. In case of a medical emergency, please do not hesitate to call 911 immediately on any ship's phone. The medical center here on board the Carnival Venezia is located on deck 0 at the front of the ship by the main guest stairwells. As a big reminder, benches are for sitting only. Standing or stepping onto the benches and or like leaning or sitting on the railings is so dangerous, and that is why it is strictly prohibited. Smoking of any substance is indeed a major fire and safety hazard to a ship, and that is why it is strictly limited to our designated areas. Exact locations for public smoking can not only be found on your stateroom guide, but on the Carnival Hub app. Please remember that smoking in non-designated areas such as your stateroom, balcony, and or like the open areas is indeed subject to a $500 charge. Yeah, so let me just say that one more time. Smoking in a non-designated area such as your stateroom or balcony could lead to a $500 charge. Exactly. Now, as we all are partners in protecting the environment, nothing should be thrown overboard from the ship. Your personal items must be secured so they don't accidentally go into the sea. Please do not leave any personal items, including towels or clothing, unattended on any of our balconies. And remember that all garbage on board must be disposed of in the appropriate bins. Violations of these requirements will be reported to appropriate authorities and could result in a $500 charge, fines, and or civil or criminal penalties from our government officials. Should you need any additional instructions or information, please make sure that you check in with the stateroom attendant and or our guest services team at the end of our safety briefing. At this time, I will give our final signal to say that our briefing is done and we can get started with all the fun. So once again, if you are indeed sensitive to sound, I do recommend that you protect your ears. In 3, 2, 1. All right, well, there you have it, Carnival Venezia family. We have officially completed our safety briefing, which means that it's time to get started with all of the fun that we've got on board for you. I can't wait to see you all around our ship, especially as we are about to set sail out of New York to be able to go by Lady Liberty. Within about 45 minutes, we'll be going past her, so have a chance to prepare yourself as you are officially on your vacation and at your home away from home, the beautiful Carnival Venezia.